Hello, it's Sonia here, The Pretty Stitch. Welcome to my channel. If this is your first time joining me, I'm so happy to have you here. So today is Tuesday, and that means it's Tunisian Tuesday. So I thought I would do just a quick video today. We are not going to be doing a stitch pattern, but we're going to be going over counting rows. I have seen some comments here and there of people struggling to count rows with Tunisian crochet, and it really isn't that hard. So I just thought I would give you some tips and tricks to help you count your rows with Tunisian crochet. Now you can, with Tunisian crochet, like with knitting, just write down each row, or put it on your phone or whatever, but sometimes that gets to be annoying, and you really don't have to do that with Tunisian crochet. There is a way to count your rows. So one way, I'm going to show a little swatch that I have right here. So here I did a swatch, and this is Tunisian simple stitch here. So it is fairly simple to count your rows with Tunisian simple stitch. Now I did not bind off with here. So you can easily see with simple stitch there's like little blocks, and so here's a block here, here's a block here, here, and so you can easily count 1 block, 2, 3, 4, 5. So all your little blocks are across with Tunisian simple stitch. So I have 5 rows here. So as you can see, here's a block, here's a block, here's a block, all the way across. So that is 1 row there, and that's the 2nd row, 3rd row, 4th row, 5th row. So with Tunisian simple stitch, it is very simple to count your rows, but there are other stitches, like let's say we have this guy here. You know, that looks a little bit more complicated. Definitely this one here. I mean, it's really tricky to count your rows with this stitch. And then here we have, this is a block that I made, and this one also, especially here, this is the honeycomb stitch. You know, that's a little bit trickier to count your rows. And then I have one more sample, another block that I made of this stitch here, and again it does use simple stitch, but the stitches are more slanted, and again a little bit tricky to count your rows. So let's go with this guy here. So let me get it the right way, and this one I did bind off. So a very simple way to count your rows, and this should work, I would say, for 95% of your Tunisian crochet projects. There are a couple stitches where this would not work, but for most Tunisian crochet stitches and projects, this will work. So here is my project here. Here is my block, and when you turn it this way and you look on the edge, if you are a crocheter, this looks really familiar. This looks like the tops of stitches of regular crochet stitches. So to count your rows, you just count the tops of these stitches. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So they look like a little V, just like the regular tops. So here would be, you know, you could actually work in the stitch like this. Here is the front loop of the V, and there is the back loop. So again, we count those V's. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So I have 32 rows that I made, and I was able to count. And then here's the other side. You also have your V's on this side. Now the V's are a little bit smaller than this one, and it's just the nature of Tunisian crochet, but they're still there, and you can still count them. So again, 32 stitches, and please excuse the state of my hands. I've been doing so much gardening. We're having a party and I'm trying to get my yard looking somewhat presentable, and the weather's not been cooperative. So when I get a moment of not raining, I'm out there and getting dirt all over my fingernails. So that is how you can count your rows. So here we have this guy, which is really tricky to see how the rows are if you're just looking at the surface of it. So again, I'm just turning it, and sorry, I have a stain, something spilled on this. I'm not sure. I was stitching it and then I was like, what on earth? So again, we're going to count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So I have 17 rows, and again, here's the other side. It still looks like V's, they're just slightly smaller. And then here is my little swatch here. So again, these are really easy to count just looking at the surface, but turning it on its side, you see all those little V's. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now, as I said before, there is that small percentage where doing this method would not work, because there's very few stitches, but some you would actually do a couple chains to get going because the stitch that you're doing is a taller stitch, so that might affect, you know, trying to figure out how many rows. So in that case, you know, you might want to just jot it down if you're unsure of where you are in the pattern. But like I said, that is really a rare situation. There's just not that many stitches like that. But I just wanted to, you know, put that out there, because this is not 100% for every single Tunisian crochet stitch. So I hope that helps with counting your rows. And if you have never done Tunisian crochet before, I do have a complete playlist that goes over the basics, the basic stitches that you should learn, how to get started with Tunisian crochet, and I can place that link in the description box for you. So I hope you enjoyed this video, and if you did, please like and subscribe, and thank you so much for watching.